So coffee is complicated. Coffee contains caffeine and also contains something called chlorogenic acid. So coffee, when it contains caffeine, can exacerbate your IBS symptoms because what the caffeine does is causes cramping of our intestinal muscles, right? So that intestinal motility is then triggered by caffeine. But in some people who have IBS type C, that can be very helpful because that caffeine can almost cause a trigger of movement. So hot liquids and coffee in the morning, first thing, can actually trigger peristalsis in your colon muscles, which is great for people who've got constipation because it moves it along. In people who've got diarrhea normally, it may make them feel a lot worse because that caffeine and that warm liquid is then triggering that same peristalsis, which can be too much in someone whose bowels are already going like this, right? So you don't necessarily want that. But now you think about it, coffee is helpful because it has something called chlorogenic acid. That's one of the main compounds, one of the main antioxidants that's in black coffee itself. And that can actually help the health of the colon cells themselves because it helps in terms of keeping the lining healthy and keeping the lining making good barrier function. So coffee in itself is not bad. It's healthy for you. What it does to your IBS symptoms, it's very dependent on the person itself.
And also it probably depends on amount, right? Like we don't want people drinking like 10 cups of coffee a day.
Correct.